Sensei of Phi Beta. What's up, family? What's up, Poor House? Come on, we can do better than that. What's up, Poor House? By the way, I'm up here hawking CDs too, so I do have a CD, Portrait of a Muse Unsheathed, 17 tracks of poetic pride and perseverance. I am probably, and I'm quite sure I'm probably the oldest person up in the house tonight, because I'm probably old enough to be many of your older sister. So, before I get to where you are, I'm going to take you a little bit on where I am, but I need a little bit of crowd participation here. So, I need whoever can hum or sing, do like, do, 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 do. Do. And whoever can't do that, just snap with the beat. Do, 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 do. All right. Do, 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 do. Come on. Do, 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 do. I'm the VALGIVING. Yes, I am the best at what I do. And it's about teaching you and reaching you and slightly short of preaching you. I want to drop this attitude, a little dose of wisdom that might bring a little latitude. Don't think me wicked, cause it's melanin specific. And for those who can't get wicked, let your mind realize sometimes we're not after the same prize. Do, do. You see, back in the day, no, I mean black in the day, we weren't afraid to be ourselves and be it all the way. But now today, we are tripping and we're slipping and we're sipping on some syrup that is missing all types. And we're sipping on some syrup that is missing all types of the divine clues. God is witnessing on our witness news. God is thinking that our garden of Eden wasn't pleasing till the teasing of the devil grabbed our soul. Oh no, a little tricky, slipped a Mickey, look around. Now it looks like we're the ones out in the cold. I was happy with my apples and my oranges. I was happy with my water and my gold. I was happy with my magic and my music. Didn't know that I would turn around and lose it. So if you don't mind, I like to heal on my own time. Ain't trying to offend, cause I still want us to be friends. You see, right now it's time for me to address my own needs. And it ain't about you, it's about me. So can I please let me eat my watermelon in my own damn garden? Let me eat my watermelon in my own damn garden. Let me eat my watermelon in my own damn garden. Can I please?
Way he interacts with his community.
News.
Rodney Jenkins is getting prepared for a commissioners meeting. He's the director of public health for the city.
Rodney Jenkins.
In essence, my charge is to protect the public. And I like to consider myself sort of like that silent warrior.
But he wasn't always in the public health sector before getting into local government 15
It's a
years
banker
ago.
before getting into government. Rodney Jenkins is a Phi Beta Sigma.
All the reasons.
I'm a Zeta, Phi Beta.
You know, culture for service for humanity, just being a public servant.
You know, you talk about the Divine Nine, but are we really about that life?
I do my part to make sure that
You do your part. You do your part for the group, or do you do what's true? And I don't know, Rodney. And listen, I still do love my men in white and blue. I mean, we were the first constitutionally bonded Greek fraternity and sorority. And this is what I need to tell you. Although many around here may not be about shit, there are some that are really legit. And there are a few here that are legit too, but they stopped hanging around a lot of you. So I get it, I really do, because you know what? You can't trust everybody. But I know those who really try to go up the ladder and try to help everybody, we learn. North Carolina is under multiple, I like that. I still will smile when I did have some good brothers. I remember my brothers at St. Aug. I remember my brother. Let me tell you. Okay, so this is a story. This is a Divine Nine story. Me and my bestie went to. We were going to St. Aug for some for a history, political science, criminal justice seminar and stuff like that. Brother Rodney Jenkins, I may need to call you, bro, if you're real about that. But listen, if you got any of the Oprah people or the you know what? There's a history. I got to get back at that. It is Black history. We are Black history. Wouldn't it be me? Like, I wasn't even going to join a sorority. I really wasn't. But my favorite cousin, who was really like a real sister to me, and she was an Aquarius too. She was an Aquarius too. And she looked out for me. And my mom, I didn't know my mom was an AKA. I didn't know. But I mean, I'd already seen on Federal State that they were a little bit too uppity for me. And the Deltas were too wild, because I'm telling you, had that bitch slapped me, you know, just for that, y'all would have had to pull me. I would have beat that bitch down. I mean, it would have been worth it. La Piccolina says she shot that man who shot her husband 29 times, and it was worth it. She was on a mission from God. They let her go. I can roll with that, yo. Story to someone, friend or foe. Anyway, though, but to some real Phi Beta Sigma men and Zeta Phi Beta Sororities, don't come at me with this bullshit now. Don't come at like I can't smell bullshit. I mean, I tell you I'm a real oracle. I'm telling you I'm that chick. And then you want to play on my game. You want to play on, reminding you, I was one of the ones that changed the game at Federal State with Zeta Phi Beta. This I can't say the Z's right. Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I have a problem with the Z's. Maybe it's too much coffee. I need to sleep. No, my mind doesn't turn off. My mind doesn't turn off. Get to the point, Val. But there's so much history when you find out the history and the culture of how it came about. Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, and then Zeta Phi Beta sorority, brother and sister organization. You have the Divine Nine, but you have you wonder what every brother and sister supposed to have. Every brother's supposed to have a sister. Every sister supposed to have a brother. How is it that you got 9 instead of 10? You gotta ask them the rest of them. You gotta ask why some people don't want to claim their people. That has nothing to do with me. Oh, there's a nice blue. Oh, it's a blue statue. Oh, it's blue and it's so pretty. I'm on the spectrum. Spectrum's blue too. Spectrum is always. I'm not talking about on the spectrum. So you want to bring some people that are on the spectrum for me to take. That's going to be another story I'm going to talk about later, or possibly in my live. I either talked about it in my live or getting ready to talk about it. No, by the time you get this, I've already talked about it. But so check out my live where Val Jones does the master class. People don't do math in this set. People want to bring their rusty dusties around me or have me raise their rusty dusty children. That's not for me. I'm good by myself, honestly. You gonna get your person? Nah, because I'm just saying that. So, you know, I'm a member of I'm a Sigma too. I don't care. I'm a Zeta too. I don't care. I am very keenly aware that everybody's somebody that they're not. And listen, I vet you like the FBI, the FBI and the FED. I vet you seriously. I would expect you to vet me. You should. You should really learn about me. You should learn about me before you roll up on the wrong one. Then you fuck around, find out, and see. Oh, Val is that chick. And that bitch, if I need to be. But back to Phi Beta Sigma fraternity and Zeta Phi Beta sorority. First constitutionally bonded black brother and sister Greek organizations. Now, somebody's going to hate on that. Why? That shows you're a hater. And you're jealous, too, because you could never get in any of those. Ever. In no lifetime. In no lifetime. And it shows. And it comes through. The decrepitness in you. Because there's a standard. But it's when people stopped catering to certain standards. Like, I started seeing people come in like, you know what? That's child. I mean, seriously? Is this what we're doing? See, I got standards. I got high standards. So people gonna be mad because I got high standards. Listen, I am nowhere near perfect, whatever perfect is. And I'm a fun kid, and I'm a lively kid, and I'm a smart kid. But there's standards. We have people. We have very classy, strong, real pioneers who died for this shit, for us to be better, to show the world that we are better. And now you want to tear it down because you living in a box and your jealousy got you stuck in some meth head, toked up, smoking, drinking tragedy, and you just hate on everybody. So you want to tear everything down. like a demon that you are. Here's a shout out to my real brothers of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, the real ones. And I will vet you. I would like to see the ones out on Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base. It's going back to Fort Bragg, too. If I told you so was a word. I don't know who this guy, PFC. He's a private, and he won, and he got all this stuff in the battle. I don't know. I don't know. Bottom line is, it's not a problem for me. Because you were getting ready to take away the history. I mean, how were you going to change that up in all of the books? So it does kind of make sense if you think about it. I think I said, well, maybe you just have both of them. But it does make sense because you rewriting, just because you rewrite the name and change the signs, but then you leave the real history behind, because you're going to have a lot of kids growing up blind because they're not even going to know the way it was going. What Fort Bragg, the soldiers who really, not representing the guy Bragg, but representing just the energy of the fort itself and all the things in the history of that. There's wealth in that history. Where's the money coming from, though? Well, it's not a problem for me. But to my real brothers, especially if you're out on that base, you know, say hi to a sister. Yes, I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. But I'm telling you, the Zetas here in Fayetteville and some of the Sigmas too are like, one you can talk to. He can tell you the truth. I think he already has. I still see you, bro. I guess you see me too. Shout out to the ones who really knew me, and you were probably the ones who like, no, she's not like that in reality. We see what's happening here. So I thank you, I do, for the ones who really looked out for your sorrow. Because none of these sisters did. Not around here. But now they want to come on through. People always want to come on through when, you know, okay, so you got scared, so you got needing money, so you needed this and that, whatever. It's that. I explained that in the master class when Val does the math. But I just wanted to say that this is a shout out to the Divine Nine. By the way, my poetry book, Natural Born Orator, I give you a history of the Greek step. So if you didn't know it, you can buy these poems separately. The album itself is $13.99. The different poems are at different tiers. Some might be $3, some might be $2. I don't know. I forgot how I priced it. I forgot how I priced the history of the Greek step. But for those of you who would like to learn about your history of the Greek step and how that came about, black stepping and stuff like that, it was just automatic for me to be a cheerleader or a step queen and all of that. I mean, I really did invented a lot of the steps in our sorority step shows and stuff like that. I did. I mean, like I said, I was the one. I did the Chuck Berry get down, Zeta Phi Beta, get down, Zeta Phi. And we had guitars and everything. That was our line when we were going online step show, and we came out in all blue and white, and we had like guitars, right, and we did like boogie oogie oogie. We get down, Zeta, and of course me being extra, I'm coming out with the Chuck Berry, you know, the Chuck Berry step. Now that was a pioneer. How much do you know about Chuck Berry? But all these new black people thinking that we're bringing rock and roll back. Oh, seriously, are you though? Chuck Berry was slapped anyway. I would say slap the soul out of you, but you don't know what that soul is. You don't know the good music of the past. You don't know the good class of the past. You don't know the facts. You don't know your own class. You all dropped everything, dropped it hard and slow and low for some fake tea, and then the worst thing you could have ever done was come after me the wrong way. Bitch, I'll slay everybody, reminding you we were going to beat the fuck out of our big sisters. Because we saw what they were up to. They had to call in our advisor. It was so damn weak because we were in the bathroom plotting death. How did that get started? I don't know. But I was number 3 and I'm a honcho. I didn't come up with the idea. I don't think so. I don't know, but I know we won't go take it. We weren't going to, and I am telling you, we ain't going to, because we realized that they had gotten way off the narcissists. We had a couple of narcissists that were big sisters. And I already said what I wasn't going to do. Like I said, I cannot believe that they fed me Puss in Boots cat food. I thought it was tuna. I honestly thought I was eating Star-Kissed when they said it was, but I thought I was eating Star-Kissed tuna. Had you told me that night that you were feeding me cat food, it was going to really be a cat fight. Like, you just want to, no, I don't want to fight. It's just what's right is right. Like, I have a very high standard, and I'm not going to lower that for anybody, no matter how I live. If I'm living in my car, I'm still going to have a high standard. I'm going to be that kid. I'm not going to be so low or so broke that I'm going to have to suck on somebody's shit to get some dough. That is not me. So if all of you want to come up and try to do the humiliation ritual and think that you can like mind fuck me or make me do something, I really do turn into the Dark Phoenix and I blow all that shit up. Ask the real ones who know about me. They'll tell you, Val Jones she's a little tough. She's rough and tough with the Afro puffs. But anyway, that's all I got to say. Shout out to the Divine Nine. But my book, Natural Born Orator, on Bandcamp.com. ValJonesDaO, Bandcamp.com. ValJonesDaO, Bandcamp.com. Natural Born Orator, O-R-A-T-O-R. 12 tracks. You will hear the history of the Greek step and about the Divine Nine. So if you're going to talk about stuff, then at least know about stuff. And if you're going to hate, then bitch hate. Your hate makes me greater. Your hate just shows you're the faker. See you later, alligator. It don't matter to me. I'll just turn around, use it for fuel, and alchemize that shit and make some more poetry. But the history of the Divine Nine. So shout out to, Brother Rodney Jenkins. You inspired me today. Good luck, bro. The HBCUs are hurting today. They're trying to figure out where they're going to get the money if the federal funds get cut. Yeah, that's going to be rough. If people would have listened to a sister and then treat me so bad, I'm saying I don't know what side of the coin you're on, but I know what my dad, not your dad, my dad. I know what my angels told me. Sit back, watch, eat popcorn, drink your coffee, and sleep. And I'm going to make my money in the way I should. These people making money for speaking engagements and stuff like that, that's just not good. Because they're grifters who are not teaching shit. And that's what they'll do around this area. They will form cliques. They can't get past this. So they don't want you to get past this. They want you to unexist so they can live on bullshit. All slaves don't want to be free, and some of us were never slaves. Seriously, why did you think you could enslave me in anything that I do? If I didn't have creativity and poetry, which is my therapy, I would kill all of you. And I will, creatively. It's not a crazy thing to say. You have to release friendly fire, okay? That's why I go back to Fort Bragg and Pope Liberty. Fort Bragg and Pope Liberty. How did I say that? I don't know. Fort Bragg and whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And if you are part of my sorority or fraternities, if you see a sister, because I'm sure you've seen me by now and you didn't know. Well, yeah, see that? You know. Because to the brothers who are good, you're really, really good. Oh, they're talking about Fort Liberty Renee, named Fort Bragg. We were in the news today. the Divine Nine and Fort Bragg. Who knew, by the way? So either way, I'm in the news every day.
As long as they change it back to Fort Bragg, I don't care who the guy's name is.
Originally, Fort Bragg was named.
We really don't care. I mean, we really don't. Should we? I can see where that would really matter to people. I really can. But the thing about it is, seriously, there was the priority for that. The priority.
80 highway signs, mainly around Cumberland County. The cost to change the name of Fort Bragg to Fort Liberty just a couple of years ago was reportedly about $6 million.
How much is going to be to change it back? I don't know. But I mean, there was so much more good. That money could have went. These soldiers were living in barracks, that were unbearable, that you couldn't live. That's why I say I look at some of these readers or whatever, prostitutes or OnlyFans people, and I'm not knocking you, but when it comes to defending your life, your pimps and your stands are not going to do that for you. You can't even do that for yourself. You talk about war, but war is the real reality. Whether you like it or not, you can holler war and peace till the cows come home, but there's always going to be somebody who will never leave you alone. They want to control you. They want to control. It's a testosterone in men. That's why men don't get it. That's why Mother Nature is getting it in. That's why the weather's like crazy, because men don't get it. You have reached your peak into your incessant insanity and your toxic masculinity. I am tapping again, seriously. You got to bow down to the man. You got to bow down to this. You got to bow down to God. Like the Hebrew Israelites who said, God will only talk to a man, so the man can only tell you what to do. Bullshit, bitch. Like I saw the pussy and sus in all of you. Yeah, all you vegan ass motherfuckers. And my husband himself saw you eating pork and everything. Like, you cooking in a restaurant, soul veg, but you getting pizza from Domino's and Pizza Hut. And it wasn't vegetarian pizza either. It's the lies. It's the lies. And then you call yourselves teachers. I should reap on all your souls, but I'm going to pull back and let daddy do that, Wow, what was I talking about? The divine nine? Because it's a 9 year. So let me make it clear. I'm right on time. I'm right in line. So somebody want to tell me to sit down and shut up. You know what? No, bitch, you shut up. It's time for me to teach this time. Who are you to tell me what to do? Seriously, you'll never bring me on none of your social platforms, and I know why, and I know you do too. It's easy to hide behind sips and stance, and yeah, I know, it's okay. But to my real brothers and to my real Sorors, if you see me out on that base, holla at a Sarah. We cool. But what was I starting to say? Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish this. Say no. And I'm gonna go. So me and my bestie who pledged elder. So we were going to this. Seminar. We were going to this criminal justice history seminar, something at St. Aug. And St. Aug's always been cool to me, ironically, like, except for, oh my God, that reminds me of St. Aug is just a different type of place for me. I mean, normally I don't like St. Aug, honestly. It don't matter. The brothers at St. Aug have always been good to me. I had a problem back when I was in college at Federal State. I had a problem with the coach, St. Aug's coach. I could not stand him. I hated him, honestly. I don't know. That was our rivalry. And I remember talking so much shit about this man. We were up in the stands. I think it was a tournament or something like that. And, me and this guy was just kind of like hitting it off. And I'm just like talking, me just oblivious to everything or maybe the obvious. And I'm just talking. I was like, and I was just talking about, I can't stand this guy because he's like, really? Why? And as he's, and it's like, I should have been paying attention, but I wasn't. Because, when I'm in my zone, I'm in my zone and I'm oblivious to what's around me. And so anyway, I'm just talking cash shit about this man. The story you'll get the moral of the story in a minute. So anyway, oh God, I don't know. So, okay, when it starts to play, and I think that's playing up against St. Aug too. And so they started to introduce the team. Guess who I was talking to? I was talking to the St. Aug coach's son, who was named right after him. And he just looked at me as he came out in the court and smiled. If you're still out there, I would like to, apologize for, not knowing. You're cool. I just didn't like your dad. It was a competitive nature in me. But you just sat and let me talk trash about your dad. You're cool to me, which gets back to when we were at this seminar for criminal justice and history and law, whatever, and we were learning and stuff like that. And they had a step show. They had a step show later on, and we took the bus from Federal State, right? We took the bus, and so you have a time that you got to get back to the bus, or you get left. Well, me and my bestie were like, well, we wanted to see the step show. And we was looking at, and we realized at a certain point that the buses can't ready to leave. What you gonna do? What you wanna do? what you want to do. What you want to do. We're both Pisces now, so we already know what we're going to do when we're trying to, like, you know, are the two fish coexisting in the same space? Yes. And so we're like almost at the same time. We want to see the step show. How we going to get back? We'll figure what. And we're like that. We're really like that. And you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what happened? My brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated drove us back to Fayetteville. I will always remember that. I will always remember that. You guys rock with me. Those of you who are good and true, I will always rock with the white and blue. Salute to Divine Nine. And check out my poetry book, too. Natural Born Orator. Natural Born Orator on Bandcamp.com. $13.99, 12 tracks. And you can buy them separately, or you can buy the whole. Why would you buy it? It's just $13.99, just $14. And you will get the history of the Greek step. So before you all start talking trash, learn some history too, because that's the problem for you. You talk about stuff you don't know, and when you come to me, you find out that you don't run this show. I don't follow dummies. There have been teachers at Fayetteville State. I remember that clown-ass redheaded ginger teacher who hated me, because I guess I was a little too dark, and he had some, you know, like, how are you at Fayetteville State, and it's clear your racism is coming out of you. That was the one who literally gave me Hitler to defend. He gave me Hitler to defend in a debate class. And guess what? I won that debate too. I made everybody think that America and the rest of the country's fucked over Hitler. And actually, there was some facts behind that. I mean, I've tied it all together. So I can tie the facts. It's not manipulation. It's just when you put all the facts in and you figure out the entire situation, you can see this led to this, and this led to this, and this led to this, and this led to this. And that's why I said some people don't like to get the whole truth, because then they see their shit. And they don't want you to see their shit. But me, I'm saying, let's be honest with it. I tell them myself, I tell you my shit, but you want to tell them my shit and you don't know me? And then you want to come and make me be like you? And because, you know, you holler diversity, but where's room for diversity in me? The blackish, straight, very smart, very intelligent black girl with natural skin, natural hair, and just as beautiful as can be. I look in the mirror and what do I see? I don't see lack in anything. Money doesn't make you better. Clout doesn't make you better. Your family doesn't make you better if your family was trash. The seed, the apple, does not fall from the tree. And that's that. Or the roots. If the roots are bad, then everything else will be bad too. You have a lot of work to do, but some of you don't want to work, do you? You don't want to read, but you want to read everybody else, and nobody can read you. Well, bitch, I just read you. And that's why gay people love me too. The gay males, anyway, do this. Our girl can't slang. You know that, okay? Shit. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Much love. Buy my book, Natural Born Orator, with the history of the Greek step. Find out about, before you talk about it, find out about the black sororities and how they came about and the history of that. That is black history, social justice history. That's just history in itself. A very, very proud history that I'm glad to be a part of. Yeah, I'm a first in a lot of things. Born to be first. But that's because I'm a real queen.